All right, so why was Bitcoin created? Why do we even need Bitcoin? Wasn't regular money just working fine? That's a fair question. But Bitcoin wasn't just made to replace cash. It was born out of a crisis, and it's meant to solve a problem that many people didn't even realize existed. Let's go back to 2008. The world was going through a massive financial meltdown. Banks were failing, governments were bailing them out using yours, mine, taxpayers' money. Millions of people lost their jobs, homes, and savings. And not because of any bad luck, but because the financial system had deep flaws. Here's the thing about traditional money. It's controlled by the government and central banks. They can print more of it anytime, causing inflation. Banks can freeze your accounts, block transactions, or even collapse entirely. If you live in a country with high inflation or corruption, your savings can disappear almost overnight. Take Zimbabwe, for example. In the 2000s, their government printed so much money that it became worthless. A loaf of bread could cost billions, yes, billions of Zimbabwean dollars. In Venezuela, hyperinflation made the currency so useless that people started using food or toilet paper to trade instead of cash. In situations like these, people realized they couldn't always trust their governments or banks to protect their money. That's when something revolutionary happened. In 2008, a mysterious person, or maybe a group, using the name Satoshi Nakamoto, published a white paper called Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. This document introduced the idea of a new kind of money, digital money that wasn't controlled by any government, bank, or company. A few months later, on January 3rd, 2009, the Bitcoin network went live. The first block of Bitcoin, known as the Genesis block, had a written message in it. It read, "The Times, Jan 3, 2009, Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks." That wasn't just a date. It was a statement. It showed why Bitcoin was created. To build a new kind of financial system, one that doesn't rely on governments or big banks. So, what does Bitcoin actually solve? First, it's decentralized. No one can print more Bitcoins or manipulate the system. There's a fixed supply. Only 21 million Bitcoins will ever exist. That is very, very important. It's hard-coded in the system. Second, it lets people send money directly to each other without needing a bank anywhere in the world, anytime, 24/7. Third, it gives people control over their own money. No freezing accounts, no asking for permission. For people in countries with unstable currencies, Bitcoin can protect their savings. And I would even say for people in any countries, Bitcoin protects their savings. For the 1.4 billion people in the world who don't have access to banks, Bitcoin is a way to join the global economy. Bitcoin wasn't just created for tech geeks or investors. It was created to give regular people more freedom, more privacy, and more control over their money. So my friends, that's the problem Bitcoin is trying to solve. Please subscribe if you liked the video. Thank you for watching.